I'm Pat Rudy. I'm the head field hockey coach at Lock Haven University. Um, I started here, I believe, in 1996. Been coaching for like 23 some plus years. Overall, I've been coaching over 40 years at the collegiate level. I played here in the 1970s for Sharon Taylor, and I'm obviously an alum, and I'm proud to be a part of this program and part of the strong tradition of success and excellence that we have in this program at Lock Haven.
What does this legacy mean to you?
Well, it means a lot to me because my high school coach was a Lock Haven alum, and she played here in the 1960s, and she was a United States squad player, and she's the one that really influenced me to look at Lock Haven and kind of raise my level of aspiration to want to play at a higher level, and actually to get a college degree and to go into coaching. So she actually, and then she played with my college coach at Lock Haven, Sharon Taylor. They were teammates back in the 60s. And Sharon and Julie both played for Charlotte Smith, the very first coach. And Charlotte, my high school coach used to take me to see Lock Haven alumni play, and he even took me to some college games. So I saw Charlotte on the sideline when I was just a high school player. So, and I heard so many, when I came here as a freshman, Charlotte had just retired, and that was Sharon's very first year coaching. So all my teammates had all these stories about Charlotte. And of course Sharon and Julie did as well. So it was kind of neat. I felt like even though I didn't meet her in person, that I really knew so much about her. And so I'm just really proud of the tradition here because I play a big part in it, and my high school coach did, my college coach did, and then of course Charlotte did. Well, there's been a lot of changes on the intercollegiate scene, especially for women's sports, since I first started coaching. When I first played here, and when Sharon and Julie played here with Charlotte, women's sports was really in its infancy. It was not, there wasn't a lot of competitive experiences, and Pennsylvania is a hotbed for field hockey. So there were 3 schools that really were dominant in the sport in the 70s. 1 Lock Haven, 2 Ursinus, and 3 Westchester. So we dominated the scene for field hockey for many years, and that we were under AIAW. And then when NCAA took over the governance of women's sports, things started to change. So we were divided into the 3 divisions, like the men's program. So, you know, when I played, there were no divisions. We all competed against everybody. So we played Penn State, the big schools, and we played like Elizabethtown, the really small schools. But either small or big, we still beat and dominated pretty much everyone. There's a lot of history here with the 3 coaches. Sharon and I are both Hall of Fame coaches. We both won national championships and lots of conference championships. We both have a legacy in the sport, and so many student athletes, female student athletes, have been coached by us and influenced by us. it's just thousands of generations we've been role models to. So, and I do think it's important for female athletes to have role models who can talk about the past and really inform them that we can't take things for granted, because as we were growing up in the field of sports, it's a very male dominated field, and Sharon didn't have the opportunities that I had, and I didn't have the opportunities that my players had. And Sharon actually was instrumental in starting the very first National Collegiate Championship for field hockey. She instituted it with a group of women from the AIAW, and I got to play in the very first one. So there's a lot of history here, and I think it's really important for students to know and athletes to know the past and the history and the tradition, because we're still fighting for equity, we're still fighting for equal treatment, and we're still not there yet. And I do think today's athletes take a lot of things for granted, because it doesn't mean once we have it, we're always going to have it. So I think that's a good thing to have, the historical perspective from experienced coaches. And all three of us were all very different. Charlotte's very quiet, and Sharon's very, I would say, kind of cerebral. She's very intelligent, world-renowned person. I'm somewhere in between. But and it's a lot. It also helps the program, gives continuity to the program, and people want to know you're going to be here and stay for a while, kind of thing, because that's how you build strong programs. And it also helps with connections with alums. I know a lot of players that played for Sharon, and Sharon knew all the players that played for Charlotte. So it's kind of like passing the torch.